Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Welcome back to another mod showcase. This time we're looking at Pam's HarvestCraft, and there are so many different recipes. I had a look at the Google Doc, and there's over 800 new items, so there is so much stuff in this mod. Hopefully we'll get through some of it. I can't get through all of it because that would literally take me all day, but we'll get through the basics and most of the basic crafting recipes. Anyway, so I've made a little farm here with all different kinds of things growing. You can see some trees growing behind me as well. So let's have a quick look at this. Basically, you can use bone meal. You don't need to replant the the crops. They'll just pop out whatever they produce. So let's go and have a look and see what we're getting here. Some turnips, some winter squash, some candleberries. There are so many different crops that you can start growing, like little grapes and things like that, and tea leaves and spice leaves and cranberries and just about everything you can think of, avocados. Let's go and have a look at some of these trees over here. You can actually bone meal these trees or just right click on them when they're ready and they will drop down. I think that's a plum or something over there. We've got dates as well, and there's coconuts here. There's so much. Now most of them produce fruit, oranges and lemons and things like that. Let's go and grab a few lemons as well, and we've got some, I think these are avocados here. But some of the trees will actually produce things that you get from the bark. So I think this is actually maple. This is maple syrup, I think. Yeah, so we're getting some maple syrup here. And I think cinnamon is the same. If you find a cinnamon tree, then that is the same. You get it from the bark, but most of them will produce just their little fruits. I think these are plums or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, the way that you find these things, these fruits and crops and things, is that you may find them out in the wild, but there are also little, I think they're called little garden packs or something like that, and it depends on what biome you're in. Let's just have a little run around. I did break quite a few of them, so I'm not sure if there's any nearby. I think this is a garden pack up here, and it's probably going to be filled with different herbs and things like that. So here we go. Okay, let's go and break that. There we go. So we can pick up all the different things. I think there's a cucumber in there. There's a cucumber and a chili pepper and an onion as well. So you can just walk around. You'll find different little garden packs. And I think they're even in the ocean as well. There's an ocean garden pack as well. So yeah, so that's how you find the various herbs and things. Now, if you can't find what you're looking for out in the wild, you can always, I've lost where I've come from now. You can always craft a little market, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Let's just drop down here, go for a bit of a run. So let's go and have a look at some of the basic stuff we need to start making these recipes. We've got, the market is here. So let's have a look at the recipe for this. It's pretty easy to make. You do just need to find an emerald, red wool, or any kind of wool, plus some planks as well. You just plop that down. That turns into a market. You can buy all of the different kinds of seeds and all of the different kinds of saplings. We've got grape and lettuce and curry leaf and rhubarb and ginger and asparagus and cantaloupe and winter squash and rutabaga and Brussels sprouts and just about everything you can imagine. They do have the saplings as well. It will cost you an emerald, and I think the saplings cost 3 emeralds once we get to them. So we've got the cherry sapling and the plum sapling and all the different kinds of trees there that you can buy. So just make a little marketplace and you can grab all of the items from that. Now, before we start crafting, you're going to need to make some of the kitchen tools. So we've got the mixing bowl, the skillet, the bakeware, the juicer, the mortar and pestle, the saucepan, the cutting board, and the pot. And you'll need these. Basically, you just place these in the crafting table with the items that you need, and you'll make whatever it produces. They are fairly easy to make. A lot of them do need the bricks, so you will need to find some clay. This one is just a stick and some dark oak planks. That makes the mixing bowl. We've got the skillet with the bricks and the stick. We have the bakeware, which is just 8 bricks like that. We've got the juicer, which is pretty easy to make, a stone and a stone pressure plate. And then we have the juicer, which is stone and a stick. Sorry, the mortar and the pestle. The juicer is, that's the juicer. The mortar and the pestle is a stone and a stick. We have the saucepan with a stick and a brick. And then we have the cutting board, which is just like this, a brick, a stick, and a plank. And then lastly, we have the pot, which is 4 bricks and 1 stick. So they are fairly easy to make. The presser is also something that you'll want to make. It's made with iron ingots and 2 pistons. That makes a presser. You can just drop it down, and if you go and find something like maybe some raspberries, I can just grab them like that, put it in the pressure. It doesn't use any power, it just works automatically. And once we have that, we have some raspberry juice and some fruit bait as well. Now the fruit baits, the bait is used for the different traps. And once we go through these basic recipes, I'll show you how to use the traps as well. Actually, let's do that now. So we've got two different kinds of traps. We're going to get into the more advanced crafting recipes and make a bit of pizza and some ice cream as well in a second. I just want to show you the basic features first. So we have a couple of traps that you can make to get drops from mobs. Now, we've got the water trap, which you place underwater. It's made with a fishing rod, a chest, some string, and some sticks, and that will give you the water trap. We also have the ground trap, which instead of a fishing pole is made with a wooden trapdoor. So let me grab both of these and I'll show you how to place these before we do anything else. So the ground trap needs to be placed in the ground. Now I've set a couple of these up. I have actually set a couple of these up earlier so that you can see that they do actually work. Let's just go and place another trap over here. So you will actually need to place it inside the ground, just level with the ground like that. You right click on it and then you place in some bait. There we go. So that's use the bait. I don't have any more bait, but you can put in up to 1 stack of bait there. And once the trap has been set, when something comes along, it will fall into there and you'll get some good stuff coming out. So I've put some bait in here a little while ago, and as you can see, I've got some raw duck, some raw mutton, some leather, some bones. Might as well grab these things so that this can keep on working. Some chicken there and raw pork chops, so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. We also have the water trap, which needs to be placed underwater. I think it needs to have at least 1 block of water above it, so it's good if you go down deep. Let's go and place this one down here. Once again, right click on it, you can put some bait in there. You will need some fish bait this time. Let me just go and grab a breath before I drown. So I did put some fish bait in here. As you can see, there's 36 fish bait in here. And with Pam's mod, there are all different kinds of fish in here as well. So we've got some raw trout, we've got some char, some anchovy. I'm going to drown. I should go to creative mode, I guess, but let's just go and have a look. Clownfish, yeah, so there's some new fish that you probably haven't seen before, some raw jellyfish as well. Let's just go and place the bait in here so I can set 2 of these traps. There we go, beautiful. We're going to get some new fish in there. You can use the fish for new crafting recipes as well. Let's go back and have a look now at the bees. Now there are in the wild some you will find some hives. So let's go and break this. When you break it, a queen bee comes out. As you can see, I have a queen bee. Now, to make honey, you're going to have to place the queen bee inside the apiary. The apiary is made with oak wood planks and item frames or stone surrounded by iron bars. That makes the apiary. I've set one up over here. Put a few flowers around there because bees like flowers. I'm not sure if it makes any difference. Probably not. I did have a bee in there, a queen bee in there already. Let me just remove some of this stuff here. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff so I can have some space in my inventory. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let's go and have a look and see what we've got here. So we've got some wax comb. We've got some bee grubs. And we've got some honey as well. So let's go and grab all of that. Now the queen bee has popped out again, which is interesting. Is that... we can actually turn the queen bee. I think they do get used up. This one was lucky enough to produce another queen bee. The queen bee does turn into royal jelly. There we go. We can use the royal jelly, I think, for other recipes. If we put a grub with the royal jelly, we get the queen bee back again. I wonder what recipes we can use with the royal jelly. Is there anything? Oh no, it's just for getting the queen bee. Okay. So the royal jelly, if you don't get a queen bee in the hive, and the queen bee gets used up, you can use a royal grub to get back another queen bee. And then you can replace the queen bee back into the apiary. As you can see, it's full here, and it will get used up over time, but it will start producing things, producing honey and wax comb and grubs as well. Fantastic. So once we have the honey, you can place it in the presser. Let's go and place this honey in the presser and see what comes out. And that actually makes honey and some pressed wax as well. Now, you don't only need to put the honeycomb in there. You can also put the wax comb, and I think that only produces pressed wax if you put that in there. So, yeah, you can press that to make the honey. The honey is used to make other different recipes as well. All right, let's go and grab the pressed wax. I'm just going to leave that going in there. The pressed wax is pretty interesting. You can use that to make some candles, which is just a nifty little feature here. So let's go and place that down. Let's go and place some of that. I think if you put one string in there, it will make the candles. If you put more than one string in there, do we need lots in there? No. Okay, if you just put a bunch of string in there, it becomes it makes the woven cotton, and you can use that to make some of the basic armor recipes as well. But if we just place one in there, it's going to make the candles just like that. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the bees. We do also have the sinks here, the wells, which is basically just an infinite water source. Let's go and have a quick look at this. It's made with some polished stone, some granite, or iron ingots, and that will make a well. You can use the well, just right click on it with a bucket to get water, and that will help you out. Can I clear up the weather? Okay, so that's all the basic crafting recipes there. Let's have a look at some of the food items. One of the good things about this mod is that can I just get rid of this? Get rid of some of these things here and clear out my inventory a little bit. There we go. Okay, so one of the good things about this mod is it does have fresh water instead of water. But if you do grab a bucket of water, you can turn that into fresh water just like that. And the good thing about the fresh water is that it does actually stack. So you don't need to worry about the buckets of water. The same thing is with the milk. So you can now stack the fresh milk, and you don't need to worry about carrying all these different buckets of water everywhere. So that's how you make the fresh water. Now, if you do want salt, let's go and grab all of our cooking things over here. So some of the basic items you're going to need for this mod is the salt. The salt is used with the pot and water. That will give you salt just like that. Let's go and make a couple of them because we may need them a little bit later. Our fresh water we've done. The butter. Now, butter is quite an important recipe as well. That is made with the saucepans. Let's quickly grab the saucepan. Actually, we need heavy cream for butter. So let's go for the heavy cream first of all. We do need the mixing bowl. Mixing bowl. There's the mixing bowl. And then we need, I think, let's go and make a little bit of heavy cream here. There we go. Fantastic. One thing I wanted to show you as well was pressing the coconut. So we've got some pressed wax here. If you do grab a coconut, you can actually make some coconut oil with that. So let's just press out this coconut for a second. That's going to make some coconut milk. And, oh no, it didn't make the oil. And veggie bait. It made veggie bait. I thought for some reason it made, there we go. That's okay. It made the coconut milk. Something else makes the oil. I'll figure that out in a second. There's so many recipes here. It's so confusing. Okay, so we've made the heavy cream. Heavy cream is really important for making butter. So once again, if we grab I'm going to grab the saucepan here. I'm going to use the, the heavy cream. And then I think we need a little bit of salt. And that makes butter. Let's go make a little bit of butter. Fantastic. Batter is also used in quite a few different recipes. Not butter, but batter. Once again, use the mixing bowl here and add some flour. Now, the flour is made with wheat. And we're going to grab the wheat and put it in the mortar and pestle. So there we go. We're going to grab all of that flour. And then we grab the mixing bowl. Mix in the... I think we're mixing the the milk with the flour. We do need an egg for the batter. Let's just chuck that out. Do I have an egg? I think I had some eggs in here earlier. There we go. We do. I've got some. There we go. Okay, so let's try this once more. So we've got the mixing bowl. We've got some flour, and we've got an egg, and that makes the batter. Just like that. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the batter. We can use that in recipes a little bit later on. We can make soda water as well. I'm running out of space. There's just so many recipes here. Let me just throw away some of this stuff. The onion as well. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look. The soda water is used in making some soda drinks. And this is made with the pot. And we use two different... bottles of water here, and that makes bubbly water. Let's go and make a couple of these drinks. We might make a few tasty drinks later on as well. And cheese is also very important as well. So cheese is made with the pot, and inside the pot we're going to place some milk. And did I use up all of my salt? Let's go and grab the rest of the salt. Let's go and place that in there. Let's just go and make a little bit of cheese as well. There we go, fantastic. So we've got, they're the basic recipes, and with those recipes you can make more complicated food items, and I'm going to try a few right now. So let's try and make the waffles. The waffles are quite tasty, so to make the waffles we do need a skillet. So let's quickly grab the skillet. I think we need some milk. We also need some butter. We need, that's cheese, isn't it? That's not butter. We need butter. We need the batter. And we also need, oh no, that's it. Okay, so we've got the waffles there, beautiful. And remember earlier how I got the maple syrup from the tree over there. Do I still have the maple syrup? We can actually pour maple syrup over the waffles and make some delicious maple syrup waffles. Okay, I'm going to try that out a little bit later. Let's go for now some flavored soda water. So I showed you how to make the bubbly water. We can use that with something like, what should we make? We're going to make some cola. Now cola requires spice leaf. We also need some sugar. I think that's it. So let's give this a go. I think we use the pot. We put in the spice leaf, the sugar, and the bubbly water. There we go. We've got some cola. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got our waffles. We got some cola. And what else are we missing? I think we're missing a little bit of pizza. Pizza would be really nice. So let's just go for just a regular pizza here. We are going to have to make some dough. I didn't show you how to make dough. Dough is made with the mixing bowl as well. I also need some flour. So let's go and grab some more water here. We're going to need some more salt. More salt, more salt. There we go. Okay, so let's quickly grab the mixing bowl. We're going to need some... I made the wrong thing, didn't I? I don't think I needed salt. Let's go and grab some more water and try this again. So we need the mixing bowl here, plus the water, plus the flour. Oh no, I do need salt anyway. I do need salt. Okay, and that makes the dough. So the dough is going to be used for making the pizza base here. So we're going to need the bakeware. We're going to place the dough in the bakeware, and then we also need there's some tomato actually. Okay, so let's try this again. So we're going to make a pizza with the bakeware. We need the dough. We need some tomato, some raw pork chop should do. And I think we also need some cheese. Yes, there we go. Okay, we have a pizza. Once you have the regular pizza, you can use this to make other more complicated pizzas as well. But that should do for now. And finally, we've got most of what we need for a nice meal here. But we also need some ice cream to finish off. So to make ice cream, we need some snowballs. Okay, and we make ice cream in the mixing bowl. We do need a snowball here. Let's make a few little bits of ice cream here. You can make different flavored ice cream as well. So I'm just going to go with the mixing bowl, the milk, the snowball, and we actually need salt once more. I'm kind of running out of... let's just throw that away. I'm kind of running out of water here. Let's go and grab some more water here, and we need the pot. Let's put the water bucket in there, grab the salt. There we go. So we can use that. Oops, we can use that for the ice cream. There we go, fantastic. And then we grab the mixing bowl. Let's just throw out those grubs if I can. Let's just get rid of them, and there we go. Okay, so let's see if we can make this ice cream once more. The mixing bowl. We need the snowballs. We need the salt. Goes in there as well, and we also need the milk. There we go. Okay, we've got a couple of bowls of ice cream. Once we've got the ice cream, we can turn this into different flavored ice cream. If I have a pistachio somewhere, or maybe a strawberry, we can make some strawberry ice cream or pistachio ice cream. All right, let's go and do that. And do I have any pistachios? Yeah, I've got some pistachios. All right, so let's make some different flavored ice cream. Grab the mixing bowl, place the ice cream in there, and then we can make a strawberry ice cream. Fantastic. And we can grab the pistachio there as well and make some pistachio ice cream. Beautiful. So we've got a nice big meal here. And that is pretty much the basics of Pam's mod. Shall I start with the pizza? Let's start with the pizza. I'm actually not that hungry. Let's eat this pizza. Yum. Delicious. And we've got some cola as well. And I can have a drink of the cola and finish off with some pistachio ice cream. I'm not hungry enough for the ice cream. How is it possible that I'm not... I'm too full to eat my ice cream? I should have started with the ice cream. It's a common mistake. Anyway, that is the Pam's HarvestCraft mod. So many items, so many food things that you can make, ice creams and pizzas and sushi and just about everything you can think of. Hope you have enjoyed this mod showcase. I'll see you all again soon for the next video. Bye for now. Bye.